Okay, for Allison. In the case of parents who are simply overwhelmed and consistently fail to follow through with recommendations, how do you discuss this with caregivers in a tactful way? From Allison, excellent question.
Do you have tips on discussing this with caregivers? Okay, so Allison, that's a really good question because I have like 30% of my families right now actively in my private practice are like always on what I call the tipping point. Like they're so overwhelmed. And so as the behavior analyst, I'm like, if I put one more thing on them, or if I keep kind of nagging them over this, I may push them to where I won't even have access to their child. So it's one of those things where what I'll do is I'll report, like for insurance purposes, I'll report like what's really going on, like parents are overwhelmed, and then kind of sit down with the parent neutrally and say, hey, I noticed, kind of identify the, like, we're struggling a little bit. Is there one thing, or when would it be good? When do you see, like I have a parent in crisis right now. We had her supporting a parent goal actively in crisis, and we actually went to her and said, you know what, we're not going to have you do any more parent training sessions for the next couple of weeks because you're in active crisis. She's having some family, personal health issues. So I think it's an issue of probably just saying, hey, I see we're not successful here. Like, asking the parent open-ended, like, what's going on, and so like part of it is, do you have that rapport? Do you feel comfortable? And it's sometimes hard dealing with confronting and kind of being direct. So I can definitely fill you on that question. It's hard.
Great question. Everyone faces that, Allison. There's no easy answer. Nancy says, good question. Sure it was.